Hi, my name is Amish.aggarwala. I'm an advocate practicing in Delhi, and today I share with all the lawyers and law aspirants the number one thing you must have as a skill set or as a mindset if you plan to practice law in the courts of India, that is to be a litigation lawyer. I have seen that the biggest skill that you can have is anticipating the opponent's moves in terms of the arguments, counter arguments, and even on a lot of occasions, what the judge's questions will be. And if you're able to anticipate them accurately and prepare for those moves at a prior occasion before you are there in the battlefield, that will be extremely beneficial for you, and that will ensure that you are among the top, say, 1% of the lawyers in the country who is able to mount an effective offense and strategically, well in advance, have a strong defense set up as well. And I say this because a lot of times when I go to court, I see that a lawyer has prepared a great offensive but is struck down by the court just because the opponent makes a small submission regarding maybe non-maintainability or any other thing which the lawyer was not prepared for. And of course, from time to time, I am not bulletproof. I have made this mistake as well. I have tried to observe angles and I have made mistakes. I have suffered the consequences for myself and my clients, and that is why I know this very painfully when I say that more than my offense or more than me knowing what I need to argue in court, I am always worried about what the other party is going to say, what the judge is going to say, and how to be able to deal with that. And that's the one skill I believe which has helped me get a certain amount of progress in my practice of law, in my profession, in my career as a litigation lawyer. And this is something that everyone actively needs to think about. If you are not preemptively anticipating the moves of your opponent as well as the moves of the judge, you will be at a loss. And if you are able to do it, you will have a strategic advantage over almost all other lawyers. And that is perhaps, one of the biggest steps you can take to improve and to get there and to make it happen. Now, talking about practical steps, how can you do it? One, of course, is reading past judgments, understanding what are the legal submissions that can be made. Apart from that, to understand the judge's mind, it is always beneficial to read the same judges before whom you are going to appear, the same judges' previous orders on previous dates regarding the same kind of matter. So you have an idea about what kind of a course of action this particular judge takes. Apart from that, another thing that I do is that I run the entire argument in my mind, not just my side of events, but also the other side of the events and what the judge will say. And of course, with time, this skill improves. This method of imagining every single thing that is going on in the court before it already happens is something that will help you a lot in figuring out what to do to counter anything which goes against you. In fact, I have on several occasions gotten up and in the middle of the night remembering one particular thing that could come up, and I jump on my computer and I look up the case law and I know for certain that yes, I can effectively deal with this kind of an objection or this kind of a situation if it comes up in court. And I think, if you do these two things, you will have a big advantage over all other lawyers. And I hope this helps you out. And if you get some benefit out of it, I would love to hear in the future if you derived any benefit out of it. Please leave a comment below, or please reach out to me and tell me what you did, and maybe you did something differently, and I learned from you.